Hello, Killer Bunnies! Welcome to another demo of Killer Bunnies Digital. Today we have the green booster. That's exciting. You probably knew that from the title. You can also see that we have this is your birth zodiac selector. Feel very welcome to lie on such. The correct answer, of course, strategically, is to switch to the current zodiac. But that's fun. So let's play. We'll do a 4-player game of Green, Ada edition, of course. We also have, that's a couple zodiacs drawn already. We have a subtle indicator per player of which zodiac that they are. The reason for that is because, of course, several cards and mechanics, including the zodiacs themselves, of course, mechanically depend on whether a card is your birth zodiac. So we do need to know what it is. IRL play, you wouldn't necessarily go out of your way to declare such, but we have that luxury here, so we may as well take advantage of it. As far as our opening hand, it's an interesting one. I'm tempted to bunny hop between us and CPU2. Is that absurd to say? I'm gonna try it. I feel like CPU2 likely has a better hand than us. Maybe we'll get something good. Alright. We've reorganized this screen. It's more compact. You'll see that as we progress. Right, CPU2. Bunny hop. We get Show Me the Bunny and Noah's Flood. Not exactly what we were looking for. We were kind of hoping that he wasn't bunnyless, but he was. Our CPU player has not been relevantly upgraded since our last demo, so you can still see arguable strategic mistakes. We're not actually that interested in playing Show Me the Bunny, but it's nice to have it. Bunny on the Edge Forever with super supplies is very interesting. Could be very exciting. We'll see how this goes. If this game goes quick enough, we might play 2. We'll see. But for reference, this green booster is really the last place where you actually have a short game, but as a potential. The reason why I say that is because after green, at least the order as the QCC derives it, is Kinder. And Kinder, of course, adds 10 carats and the Bad News Tornado. So that is a inherent delay of game on 4 plus 10 carats, and a very frequent severe delay of game mid-game of the Bad News Tornado. So that is something to consider. The board is suddenly clear. That's funny. We just saw, what was it, CPU2 resolve pool change, so he might have Bunny in hand. I feel like now is the time to play Show Me the Bunny to get our best chances of getting one. He does in fact have one. We guessed right. We'll give him the slingshot in exchange. Alright. Right. This has worked out well. As far as pawns left, they are all gone. Now that we actually have some stuff in play, I can show this a bit better. So we have the way we've saved space is by mixing certain items. As long as we have it sorted, we can mix things that would really not worthy of their own row of cards, right? We can still separate them if we sort by supply. So that's all there. Specials, I currently have Zodiac there. That's probably a mistake. I'll probably mix those with carrots. But we can save a lot of space. Yeah, these I'll move to carrots, but we'll deal with that later. But today, it is where it is. Bunny. Our hand is mostly orange. An experienced player would look at that and be like, "Ooh, scary." They'd be right. We got Edge of Forever and super supplies. We could F18. I don't think we want to F18. I'd like to see a barrier enter play before we F18. Ideally right here. Choose 2. As long as we have super supplies, Edge of Forever, I'm feeling comfortable being risky with our valuable cards here that require bunnies. Because we always have that option to likely resurrect something. Not guaranteed, but likely. Sure, we'll play another choose. Magic Spatula to deal with Mon's Meg, that's very valid. Good for him. Half-price Roonies. Boiling Tar, that's fine. We'll let that resolve. Unfortunate. Alright, choose 2. Brings us up to 4. It's technically a bit dangerous to get a bunch of carrots in this set because there is LoJack Kojak in the set. And all of the carrots are bad for LoJack Kojak. So, very dangerous. But we'll continue nonetheless. With the feed there, I think now might be the time to supplies. Let's see if we get lucky. If we don't, we have... I'd consider that unlucky. But we can try. Let's try buying water. You know, that is technically enough, but I'm not satisfied. Let's bunny on the edge forever here. I think this is the first time of us resolving that on a demo, and looked, it actually resolved properly. We could try it again now. Or we could just cancel. I think we'll just cancel. We're not that interested. We know that the food supplies are relatively weak on the top of the deck, so I don't feel compelled to pursue such. We'll let that one starve. It wasn't important. That's sad, though. We lose a turn. Bounty. We don't intend to contribute anything. $1 is contributed. $12 carrots remain. That can change very easily. There's a lot of carrot acceleration in these decks. There is a lot of delay of game. There's Mr. Erd. There's LoJack Kojak. Although now that we have Zodiacs, Mr. Erd is not anywhere near as devastating a delay of game as it could be. Because those add to the number of rolls, of course, inherently. So therefore, it's likely... He's not going to bother spending the one, I don't think. Yeah, okay. It's likely that 12 will be rolled, so it's likely that Mr. Erd will not restart the game. There is Zodiac Terminator in this deck. Any date past the 20th, though, it's not possible to resolve. So the real delay of game, that is a triplet. The real delay of game comes later. We're gonna have to let that resolve. It's fine. I think we're being targeted because of number of carrots that we have right now. They find that rather threatening, I think. Unfortunately, 4 and 4 is worse. Taurus is nice to get. That is what we have selected for our birth zodiac. We're gonna let that one starve. Lethal. It's very powerful. Geneva Convention. I wish somebody would play that on us. Bad. Very bad. Can't seem to get on the board. We would have had a natural triplet going for us. Let's start setting our specials. I think they're likely to just keep trying to kill us. If that targets us... Nope, he has no weapon to exchange. Blender. Halo. Halo's quite strong. Let's try to kill the red Gleeful here. It should be pretty exciting that we have the Zodiac reveal at the end now. That's always mechanically fun to have a new endgame mechanic. Sure. Bunny is fine. Rainbow. Choose. Is that flow? I'm seeing things. It was flow. CPU 4. Right there. Zepta P is a great draw. What do they have for us to take? Prune Danish. And CPU 2 had nothing? Correct. Alright. It's nice to have the Prune Danish. I wish we had been able to get one of the pawns, but we were not. Let's try to resolve with choose. Aquarius. Current zodiac is Leo. We can always see that here, by the way. So you don't have to look it up. Free pawn is not useful. Bankruptcy is very sad, but that will resolve. We only had 5 to lose. Market is still open. We have high price market is where we're at right now. That is a nuke. Sure. We don't have the defense, so that will resolve. Alright, I think now we'll fountain instead of supplies. Let's try for a 3. Unlucky. Okay. We will supplies next turn. And hope we don't get unlucky. The last supplies was very disappointing. That's why we had reversed it. Coma. Coma does resolve. Alright, we'll try it. Bunny would be great. That is bunnies. That is also money and water and pawns, but there are no pawns, of course. That's a very good roll. Let's get Gleeful. And triplet. Alright, our Gleeful. There is defense cards left, so we'll buy defense. We'll get our choose carrot. Unfortunately, we didn't get much defense. Let's buy some more. Let's make sure we have at least 12. And then maybe we'll try to set up the F-18 Hornet at this point. It's a decent Hornet. No barriers yet, but otherwise decent. Double nothing. That's very sad. We'll have to think about what we're doing with this Hornet now. We're probably still playing it. Well... 7 clovers, though. Nasty. Very nasty. Maybe we won't play it. Um, we'll take the risk. We'll play it. Target CPU 4. We're risking our red Gleeful, but he's almost irrelevant now anyways, so it's subtly fine, not actually fine, of course. Technically, it could have allowed us to target the Halo. That's a shame. Oops. What a mistake. That's why we shouldn't have done it. Oh no. 4-4. Yeah, that's a shame. Alright. F-18 Hoarder is a very bad card, by the way. Very weak card. Carrot Thief, and we'll try to remove this bunny so that he only has coma. Alright. Would have been nice to remove this one, but what can you do? Monumental. It's an idea. I should have thought about that. We actually knew what he had coming. The other player had a bunny too, so it's not that big a deal. As far as this Carrot Thief, it's strategically proper to choose the D20 here. Carrot 11, unfortunately, was one we already had. Saving the Monumental might come in handy soon. ASR is good. Do we want to use defense here? I think so, honestly. I don't want to lose our triplet. I wouldn't mind using ASR on, well, never mind, the cheese balls aren't getting resolved anyways. Pilfer. Steals blue. He already had blue. He was looking for orange or red there. Russian roulette. I don't think is sufficiently interesting on this board. I don't think the color matters significantly here. Another bunny replaces the triplet if they clear the triplet. 9 carrots remain. Is the market still open? It is. Leo has been drawn. Leo is current. We have Noah's Flood. Look at that. Noah's Flood prevents flamethrower. Let's go. We actually got to resolve Noah's Flood. Hooray. What a joke. Alright. Maggots. Get him. Stray Asteroid is interesting. CPU 4 is enough defense, but counter arguments. So do we. And if any of them play extra bunnies, then it's plausible, and it has happened, that there will be enough bunnies in play that we won't need to defend ourselves. This will be really good. That's fine. Area 51 is fine. We'll simply change this to green. Congenials for good measure. Alright, asteroid for all of them. They defense the ones over here, of course. I was trying to figure out why the spaces were so big. It's because the name of that bunny is so long. I just realized that. Makes sense. Probably doesn't need the name there, that's the solution. There's no reason to name the bunny when we have the picture. You can just hover over it if you really want to see the name. +3, by the way. Doesn't even bother to spend it. There wasn't anything to buy. No defense. Ear screws does not do anything, so we may as well not bother. Although he doesn't know that. I wonder if he would have used some response like spatula. We're in a very good position, but not a secure position by any means. We have one zodiac for the end. We have an ancient star rod. It'd be great if we could get the hollow. Get the red sinister here. That's quite nice. Black cat. Well, now I regret picking that one. Oh, roulette, perhaps. We could plan a roulette here. Barrier. Sure. Barrier again. Where's that one going? Sure. CPU 3 is now enclosed. He has flow. I should have checked. If I knew he had flow, I would have set Black Cat. Because now that's halfway decent. Bad karma on us is acceptable. We will elect to deal with such. There's not significant purpose in targeting the red sinister, of course. There you go. Karma is gone. $20. At 20, I am pro. Let's see. CPU 2, do you have red? He does have red. We have a chance to end the game. If we ended the game and CPU 2 and 3 were out, then in fact, what would happen is, so we actually kind of hope he gets carrots here. I thought he had a reroll. Was that mistaken? Oh, it's CPU 4. Never mind, he did not. Well, that could have been very exciting. If he had gotten 11 or 12, that would have chosen 2 carrots, and then we would have gotten the other 2. Now, well, that actually would have been good because we were spent, but there's something there. It just didn't quite work out. Roulette. At least we got a kill off of it. Ouch! I have my regrets. Money is very welcome. Mystery urn. Let's resolve it. Why not? Do it for the content. Why not resolve mystery urn? Why shouldn't I have some fun? Many zodiacs in play. Black cat first. Very nice. We get the clovers. We'll put them on the red sinister. Black hole, huh? I don't think that does very much for us. Alright, mystery urn, let's go. This is a blunder. Don't do this. We don't even have rerolls. Alright, a 4 is where it's starting. CPU 2 rolls a 4. So keep track of the stuff in here. A 12 is rolled. We have the roll at the end of the 12. Well, there we go. We gave CPU 3 1 carrot from CPU 2. That was very anticlimactic. I guess now we do care about the black hole. Ooh, go back and feed them. There we go. That's why we have that warning there. Bam. Danish. Too bad the Miss Urine didn't do anything. Would have been fun to see some Zodiacs land in there or something. The market is closed. Very, very sad. Okay. Well, now this game could go a while. We have a red lumbering now. Killer Bunnies Digital follows the full reverse canonized Blanche paradox. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. That's why this is allowed. This was that was actually us who originally launched it, so if we want to keep launching it, it's funny, we actually have infinite rolls here. Just for reference. It's called infinite bounce back loop. Not very useful, but it's funny. He's going to regret using that early. We will defend our own. It's a little bit wasteful, but I think it's worth it. See if we can clear all of his non-Halo bunnies. We can. Very good. Very, very good. Alright. Now what? Now we kind of just want to choose. If we can get close to the end of the game here, then that's fine. We have to let that happen, unfortunately. Very disappointing. We don't have the food for that. Ice pick. I'm going to let that happen, I think. Do we want to let that happen? It's a little bit dicey. I'm going to defense it. You know what? It's a little bit unconventional. But we have ASR still. So I feel fine about defensing that. The game's so close to over that we prefer the triplet. In fact, the game is over. Is that choose 3 and then we'll choose 2. Do we have the most money? We do, so we will get the carrots from CPU 2, which are none. Very disappointing. So yeah, we'll just end the game. We have 9 carrots, that's pretty good. We'll see what happens. We have the reveal of the winning Zodiac first. Cancer, nobody had cancer. Alright, well, we'll see who wins. All players with type of body CPU2 did very poorly. And I should really make this panel fill the screen. Oh, one off! What a shame. Alright. That was quick enough. Let's do one more. Precession! I would love to play Precession on turn 1, holographic on turn 2. Thanks for asking. Not even turn 2 if Precession resolves into Zodiac triplet, so we'll see Precession resolve. We are looking for Birth or Leo or Pisces. No, 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 no. Leo, not the numbers. Unlucky! Couldn't get there. Precession is unique in that it has that restrictive reroll clause where you have to roll all the dice together each time. That's why it was a massive reroll button. If we had a red Timid along with that, we would get the +1 to be somewhere. fountain. Would have been exciting. Holographic. With the stray asteroid. Never mind. It's going to CPU 4. He might still play it. Gives us a feed instead. Unless he dies. That'd be sad. Oh. I guess we still get the same end result. Because we're going to feed this and then that will be that solved, I guess. But I had such big hopes there. Half price, low price Roonies is of course always absurd. Nobody had enough. There were some pawns that went. Spatula on Earthquake. And a Starve. Green Gelatin. I think we're going to 51 here. Ooh, that could be bad. Never mind, we get carrot. Wonderful. Boomerang could be bad. Unfortunate. I really wanted that bunny to live. Now we kind of have to Area 51 our free agents if we want to do it, which is slightly awkward. If we draw some money, this could work out. Never mind. Well, we might still do it. It's not like he's accomplishing a triplet right now anyways. Hemp is always a concern, but not a concern against the hollow, so it's fine. We'll do it. Bunnies in black would also be a concern. Reusables. We could reusables the suction cup. Never mind. Would have been funny. Still could, I guess. +1. Misfortune, there goes that one. By Clovers. Black Hole is a holographic breaking card, so we are not going to play that. Expensive pawn shop is interesting. I guess we regret not buying one. Taurus ring. Resolves. RPA. Turns it yellow. Supplies surprise. That is a really excellent roll on Supplies surprise. He gets everything plus more. Wow. Wow. Okay. Sure, buddy. Get everything. I believe that's the pawn's all gone too, yeah. Fine. We'll try this. That all out of the way. He didn't get the defense because it was closed. That's helpful. We could elect to Roonies. I'm going to try it. The theory is low price Roonies buy 6 defense. Let them accumulate a few more bunnies in play. Reroll saved him there. And then in an ideal world, we can actually resolve Black Hole. He lives. Barrier on this side. So if we Black Hole here, I'm feeling okay about it. The Clovers would be nice. Shame I didn't have those in the other order. That's surviving. It's gonna be a very large black hole. Oh, never mind. I do have these in the other order. We will not need to defend the black hole. What am I saying? I thought I had said black hole already. Defense R 69, nice. Alright. That out of the way, we can actually count. This could be dangerous. 6 kills. Ebola in play. He has the containment suit for the Ebola. That's funny. That bunny is getting very awkwardly stacked. Clumsy Congenial is funny. So that's survive, of course, because of the containment. So 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. It actually will be enough clovers, assuming that bunnies in play are still in play. Cool Change is a very good card. Plutonium Radiation Gone is nice to see. We don't have to worry about it. That was one of the few cards that could still kill us here. That bunny is finally gone after the piranha. Another bunny comes into play. Ebola resolves. It dies, so 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. It's enough. Alright. Higher than 0 on the holo. Very 100% safe, of course. So our black hole barrier intentions have worked out nicely. Yeah, it is this name that's causing the extra space here. We should remove the names. There's quite a bit that survived. That's okay though, because that just means Ebola is going to stay in play. We might actually be happy to see that. I don't think we're interested in all stores open, but having it, we are interested in closing the market, I think. We would be very happy for this Ebola to be in play for the rest of the game, I think. It's not likely to be, but we'd be happy if it was. We have the abducted bunny. We have the holo. Cool Change. Bakery is a nice draw. Choose 2. Mudslide likely removes Ebola. Never mind, he survives. Alright. Be nice if this one died. Be a full bounce. That is a death. There we go, it's going this way now. Close the market. Maybe we should play some bunnies just to keep Ebola in play. Is that absurd? It might be absurd. I think it is absurd, but we'll think about it anyways. Now that one survived, we probably don't want it. But I think if that's the last bunny anyways, then it doesn't matter. And really, we're just playing bunnies to set up for Cool Change. Now that that barrier is in play, we're in a really good position. Although the Ebola is going to resolve anyways unless more bunnies are played. Now that that misfortune happened. Yeah, Ebola's gone. This is an invalid target because it survived. This one will either survive or die, so Ebola is gone. It's fine. It did a lot of good work. I choose a carrot. At this point, I'm essentially... Oh, thank you. More clovers. I'm essentially waiting for most of our hand to be irrelevant, and then we'll cool change. CPU 4 has red pawns, so we're not likely to intend to resolve Baker on him. Zepta P is nice. What do they have that we can steal? It's just the Danish, unfortunately. Nuclear warhead is good. We might elect to play the loose stalactite here still because reusables is kind of good. Bounty, all stores, and tapeworm we probably don't intend to keep, although all stores might be good. If we ever get some money, it's not guaranteed that we ever get money. Always nice to draw Zodiac. Let's set Crowbar. And essentially, if there is something to target, we'll have it for the double use. And if there isn't, we'll cool change. And that will be our timing. They do not have enough defense, so goodbye. Nuke is another hollow target gone, by the way, as well. Very clean barriers. That's a choose a carrot. Now we actually want to keep our cards for now. Although, of course, we could partial cool change. I just don't logistically believe in such. I'd like the full value out of it. Crowbar, he defenses it. We will reusables. Play reusables on Crowbar. As a new instance, it is not still defensed. That is mechanically accurate. He lives. Carrot Thief is a good card, sure. Carrot Thief, we would elect to choose the D12 perhaps. Dude wears. Not necessarily anymore. Fountain. The fountain is fine. It's not likely to resolve. Feed all did not target us. He targeted a player without bunnies. Very passive. Alright. I guess we choose the... So it's 4 out of 20 or 2 out of... 4 out of 20 are bad. That's 1 out of 5 or 2 out of 12, which is 1 out of 6. So I guess we do the D12. Market is extra close now. Alright, let's hope not to double up here. Something we already have. That was one we already had, unfortunately. I think most likely we're going to cool change here. Cyber Bunny is nice to see. He has rerolls. It might stay in play for quite a long time. You see, it did bounce and change directions there. Yeah, we will cool change. Sure, we're really not interested in this fountain. Game is almost over. Ideally, maybe we just get a choose. Use cool change. Give brand new hand. Gemini is a nice draw. Cancer's a nice draw. Money is fine. Defector. A half-price coupon, huh? Or a feed. Let's go Defector. Try to steal you. That is a steal. That is quite good. There is a world here where we are fortunate enough. We don't actually have a triplet. That's a blunder. I was going to say there's a world here where we end the game to get the last choose and end the game with all the carrots. That'd be great. Bad karma is fine. We don't have any intention of playing more weapons. We almost had a triplet. Guillotine does nothing. Community carrot will accidentally end the game. No, the market's closed. It won't. Closed market. Nothing happens. We're good. We're good. Alright. Feed. And then this choose a carrot will end the game. Conventionally. Oh, CPU 2 did get one. And CPU 4 is still not dead. They make me go through so much work. I don't think we're going to get there. I think we should just end with 6 and hope that's enough. It's plausible we might have the winning Zodiac. That could... what could that do? So what we have here, there's a few things that go on here. Let's think about who has carrots. CPU 4 has 10 carrots. But if we eliminate him, CPU 2 has more money than us, so we should eliminate CPU 2. Sure. We'll try it. That does work. So if we have the winning Zodiac, this will be a game win. We'll see what happens. We have 3 chances out of 12. Aries, Cancer, Gemini. Okay, it's not us. Nobody has Capricorn. Unlucky. Alright, so we'll have 10 carrots? We steal the others? Correct, yeah. It still worked out. 10 versus 10? Oh, it's close. Made it just barely. Okay. There you go. There's 2 games of Quest Green. Both of them went relatively smoothly. There's a few improvements that I noticed I should make. Next booster is Kinder. Kinder should be, in principle, relatively brief to add, but highly relevant in terms of delay of game. Anyways, there you go.